And we're back. Hey, everybody, we're back. Zachary, Levi's and I don't know if this is going to work. Hold on, I'm trying to give you all a view. That's what it looks like. Boop. We're going for a walk. We're going for a walk. We're walking through the nature that... I'm about to eat some shit. It's going to be difficult because I got to negotiate the slippery slope whilst also negotiating a conversation with a bunch of people sitting in their homes. Yeah, good distancing here. My cell service isn't great out here. I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it. Why am I so great? Well, Jesus. Listen, I endeavor to be the very best version of me that I can be. And I fail at that all the time. But I try to be a upstanding person. I try to care. I'm also just grateful that I feel like God, I don't know, gave me the heart and the mind that I have. I'm really grateful for those things. They're in my daily prayers of gratitude. You ever stop and think about that stuff? Like, I do a lot. But specifically, like how unique your mind and how unique your heart or spirit or soul, like, it's, pretty mind-blowing. In my specific mind and my specific heart, I'm grateful for. I'm grateful that I went to therapy to understand how much I wasn't appreciating those things. And I'm grateful that through that therapy, I am now more appreciative of the various bits and bobs that make up me. And I hope that you guys, in all of your journeys, hold on, I'll give you another. I hope you guys are all doing that too. I hope that you are. The outdoors comes with bugs too. I hope you are loving yourselves. And that, let me just give you it's like a little crossroads that we have right here in our little trail system. Beautiful trees. This part always reminds me of Radiator Springs from Cars, or like Jurassic Park or something. All this like beautiful iron rich soil. Oh, it's so muddy. Oh, I'm sinking. Oh, I'm sinking, guys. I'm sinking. It's so muddy. It rains so much out here. Look at how beautiful this is. Or like Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. You know what I mean? You just expect to see like a Tyrannosaurus skeleton like in the side. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay. Come on, flip around. This is not the easiest thing to navigate with one hand, really. Got my tea in one hand. I'm not screw around with that too much. What about tremors? Yeah, it's quicksand. It's I actually live in the fire swamp. The ROUSs are nothing to be trifled with. I'm about to get into more muddy stuff. More muddy stuff. It's the only thing I don't like about going for hikes or walks on the property. after a rain. It's just like so much mud. I gotta get all this stuff worked out. Well, fire ants too. Yeah. The fire ants might as well be the ROUSs. Screw those guys. Rodents have unusual size? I don't think they exist. Wesley! No, I don't take walks in my Shazam suit, as I don't own my Shazam suit. And, for what it's worth, even if I did own my Shazam suit, I would still not be going for walks in my Shazam suit. That is reserved for special occasions only, like making Shazam films or black tie events. Galas and this sort, when you gotta show up and make an impression with some kind of government official. Oh, here's another spot. Hold on. So that's where we just came from. That way. And more cool eroded hillsides. And then you come down in here. Jazz. I want to build an amphitheater right here. Wouldn't that be cool? Like stage right down there and like cabins and stuff behind it for the artists. And then we'd all watch from this hillside. Just like that. And that's the river right down there. Oh, it's so pretty. You can smell the air, right? Did you smell my fart in the air? I'm kidding, I generally fart. Okay, I did a little bit. You wouldn't know anyway. Babe Ninja Turtle. Whew, bro, asking the hard hitters. So, when I was a young pup, I was always very favorable to Michelangelo. I just liked that he was a party dude. You know what I mean? Like, he was just the most fun. And I don't know, my whole life all I've wanted to do is have fun. Have fun and help other people have fun. So I always had an affinity for Michelangelo. But I don't know. Like, I think from like a weapons and everything perspective, like leadership and all that, like super Leonardo fan. He's just kind of boring. He's just because he's got to be leader dude. You know what I mean? That's his archetype of a character. So he just doesn't have as much personality. Raphael, on the other hand, I think has a little too much personality. I always liked being a nice guy. I didn't like being a dick to people. And he was always kind of, gruff and like shut off and closed down and like, this is stupid and, whatever. Also a badass though, he was the one who didn't take any gruff, so there's that. And then Donatello, I got a lot of love for Donnie too, particularly because he was so smart. And I always liked that he could like do technology and stuff, right? Although a bow staff was never really, for me, the coolest of all of the options necessarily. But I'd still probably take a bow staff over nunchucks. At the end of the day, I think nunchucks are from some, I don't know. At this point in my life, as a 40-year-old man, I'm going to go Leonardo. But with a dash of all the rest. Here's another shot. Hold on. Bloop. So this is that bottom of that hill. This is where like some cabins and stuff could be, and then like a stage there, and then that's the amphitheater. Right there. Wouldn't that be cool? You can come and see some like outdoor concerts and stuff like that. Yeah, big bugs too. It's Texas. And then you come around here, and there's the river, which is looking particularly brown right now because of all the rain we just had. Oh, yeah, it's high. Oh, wow. Somebody told me earlier that the water was high, but I hadn't been down to see it yet. Man, I love all the birds around here. Yeah. Anyway, great Ninja Turtles question. Appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, there's mosquitoes. kind of has a Norwegian vibe. Be down with that. I love me some Scandies. I think you're a good people. Crazy. I mean, it's got to be crazy people the Vikings come from. Jeez Louise. The mud. Ew. I gotta get some better mud walking shoes. I think that's really the problem. I'm just ill. What is it? It's like there's no bad weather, just bad preparation. I feel like that's really my problem. Hold on, I'm gonna switch hands. What? Were you talking to me or are you talking to Blue?
I was talking to Blue. I tried to get him a stick. It turned out to be a massive branch.
Oh, yeah, it's a huge branch. I mean, he'd still probably run around with it.
I know he wanted it, but I'm not. I don't put down with that.
Oh, yeah, check this out. Look at those trees. Oh, it's so pretty. So pretty. Come on, flip around. There we go. Yeah, it's real nice out here. I still can't even get over it, really. Like, I think about even the idea. Like, I'm never in my life did I. Like, when I was a kid, I didn't think I would. I don't know, own land or property for that matter at all. Like, and it's also, and then I think about, like, it's how weird of a concept that even is, right? Like, particularly if you, as I do believe that, like, we're all in this together. And I mean, I don't know where the world is so topsy-turvy. I honestly, like, my 40 years of life have brought me through such, I mean, I'm really grateful for the journey and where God's brought me through all of it. And, you know, where I stand in my walk with God and my spirituality and my political thoughts. I mean, everything's so crazy right now. So I wish I had more, I don't know, concrete data and facts and experiences to be able to even weigh the values of certain things. I just feel like we live in such a fucked up, weird world. But I will say that outside of all, like, politicizing and outside of all of the isms that get thrown around, so take all that off the table, I just think that we are 100% fundamentally, entirely in this together. Every single one of us. Every single human being on the planet is ultimately reliant upon every other human being on the planet to value themselves, value this planet and all of the life that inhabits it, and to do the best that we can. Because we deserve it. We all individually deserve it, and we all therefore owe it to one another to be a part of coming up with more solutions than problems, guys. And we're so close. I think we're close. I think we can get there. We just gotta lay down a lot of the nonsense that we've all been programmed with and fed to believe is truth, like materialism. If I'll take one ism and I'll put it back on the table. Like, it's just not, you know, like, I don't know. But I would love, one of the things I'm so grateful that I'm in a position in my life so that I can go and get a large spot, but not just for me, but for everyone. I've said before in some other lives or some other posts, but my goal is to create, like, a new kind of living community that's like an arts commune, that's a film studio, that's an amusement park, that's a resort. Like, I want to legitimately, I want to do what I think Walt Disney was trying to do when he was trying to build Epcot originally. Or even, as I came to find out in the Imagineers docuseries on Disney Plus, what one of the Imagineers tried to revitalize years later with Westcott, which is still trying to do that kind of live, work, play community of sorts. But yeah, go Google that stuff. Go Google Epcot and like its original design and intentions. It's really fascinating. And also very sad, I think, that Walt Disney was never able to create ultimately what he had in mind. And Roy, his brother, though he was able to accomplish still an incredible feat in finishing at least the build of what is, the version of Disney World and Epcot that had been built, that was still a successful deal. It wasn't ultimately what Walt had envisioned, which is a whole other ball of wax. And yeah, I think we can do all these things better. I think we can work better, and we can live better, and we can play better, and we can do it all better together. And, not fucking up the environment, and instead like be in total harmony with it. And again, this isn't me trying to politicize anything. I don't really think that there's any winners or losers in this, or like I think everybody's kind of been working on the programming that they've all been instilled with, right? Like all of the people running all the banks and all of the people who might be accused of hoarding all the money, well, they're doing that because they were told to do that. That's how the world has been operating for long enough. That's how you gotta do it. Because money is the greatest resource when your survival is essentially based on it. Anything you need to survive. I mean, think about what's going on right now. How much money does it take for you to survive? Actually survive. Not have all of the things that you want to have, which is what materialism tells us. We need to have the new phone, or we need to have the new clothes, or we need to have the new bag, or we need to have the new whatever that is. But how much do you need right now to live, to just survive? And then you'll find that actually you're not just surviving, you're actually thriving in some ways that might have become dormant for some time in your life. Because we have disconnected through a lot of technology. We are also building connection, but we have disconnected in many ways. And that is terrifying. It's not good for us. We need community. And we need intentionally built community, I think, where we're all in on it, where we say, hey, this is how we want to live, right? This is how we want to be neighbors and do life together and eat, and how well we eat, being able to actually have healthy, good food that is good for you and not just cheap for you, which is exactly what's happened. Hi, Jen Goodwin. I miss you. I love you. Speaking of being in Norway, hold on, let me give you a little... Yeah, hi, buddy. Hold on, let me give you a view. This is the view. That's the current view. That's this guy insatiably playing fetch. Come on. Go! Get. Oh, so this is the view down here. This is where we had a concert for some friends and family back in November. That was awesome. We hope to do more of those and start inviting the public. And then there's the river. Oh, she pretty. She real high too, because like that is normally down in there. And yeah, so pretty. Anyway. Gnats are just like trying to fly in my nose. I called it bug. Are there any Homestar Runner fans out there? Oh man, I hope there are. If you've never been introduced to the glory that is homestarrunner.com, I advise you, if not to immediately leave right now and go see it, which I would totally be down for, as soon as we're done live in here, go check out homestarrunner.com. Homestar10.com. .org. It's .com. Oh man, it's so silly. Scroll buttons in the lap, be together at last. How you ever learn to scribbly scroll so fast? Strong bad emails. I mean, those guys were just some of the funniest. Yes, bugs are a good source of protein. You're right. So are boogers, apparently. Homestall 1-0. Hey guys, it's Marzipan. It's just, the homestallrunner.com is just so, I don't know. I feel like he was like ahead of its time in its strange, irreverent humor that was animated and completely tame for a very younger audience, but really it was just incredibly smart and meta and weird and so funny and entertaining. I was surprised that they never did, like, that never ported to TV. I don't know why that never happened. Maybe they just didn't ever want it to be a TV show. I don't know. Could I sing? I mean, I could try and sing. I'm already a little winded, to be perfectly honest. And I'm about to go up this hill, which from here doesn't, I know that doesn't look very insane, but we call her Big Bertha. She could take it out of you, you know. Oh. My thoughts on Tom Brady to the Bucs. Jeez, I mean, I don't know. I think that if he and Belichick and the Patriots, I think if they really all wanted to work it out, then they would have worked it out. And they didn't. And that's totally fine. That's, from everything I've seen, everyone's been incredibly respectful in the parting. It's a business decision. There's nothing personal about it. I certainly don't think anyone in New England, I'm not from New England and I don't presume to tell you how to feel, but I would hope that nobody has any ill feelings toward Tom Brady, because he gave you guys everything, literally. Or, you know, was a very key piece in doing so. Lots of people were a part of that, but yeah, I don't know. So good for him. Good for the Patriots for all that time. Good for whoever's going to get to step in there and be under Belichick's tutelage now. I mean, clearly that guy knows how to coach people, and knows how to coach people of all different types of attitudes and pasts, and he's given a lot of people a lot of redemption too. I think the latest rumblings I heard was Cam Newton was a potential prospect of going up there, and given Cam's potential and his athleticism and, you know, the things he did accomplish with the Panthers, under Belichick, that could be a whole new, pardon the pun, ball game, you know? So, yeah, those are my thoughts on Tom Brady going to the Bucs. And I'm sure everybody in Tampa Bay is thrilled. I think I recently learned that most of my life I have been walking or running or like hiking up hills using very little of my posterior chain. Like my glutes and hamstrings don't activate nearly as much as my quads. So just the other day I started like almost experimenting, like being very active and conscious about firing my glutes and my hamstrings. And all of a sudden, getting up a hill became 4 times easier. Just changing the locomotion and body mechanics of my particular frame. It's insane. This is just going to get windy. See, it just goes. It just goes and goes. And it starts down there. It's a long one. It's a long one, guys.